Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I will show you how to install Project Pixel ROM with custom kernel on Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. Let's try this ROM on my Galaxy S8 Plus and we will see what we get in this ROM. Before we start, you need to have a rooted phone with TWRP recovery installed. If your phone is not rooted, I have a video to show you how to root. The link is in the description. Follow the instructions and when you're done, come back to this video. We need to download two zip files. Number 1, the ROM zip file. Number 2, Magisk zip file to gain root access. You will find the links in the description. Copy these files into your phone's SD card. This is important because we are going to wipe the internal storage. Now turn off your phone. Press and hold volume up, Bixby and power buttons all at the same time to boot into recovery mode. Swipe to allow modifications, click on wipe, format data, type yes to erase internal storage. Then go to advanced wipe, select cache and Dalvik cache, then swipe to wipe. Now click on install, select the ROM zip file, click on add more zip and select Magisk zip file, then swipe to flash. Installation is now complete. Let's reboot system. Remember, the first boot will take some time, so don't panic. Now the phone has booted up. This ROM tries to give you a stock Android experience with Samsung One UI. For a starter, you get Pixel Launcher instead of One UI Launcher. Going to apps, we get Google stock apps. However, you can still install Galaxy App Store and get all your favorite Samsung apps. But you will not get Samsung Camera app, so you will have to stick with Google Camera. If you want to see a comparison between Samsung Camera and Google Camera apps, please find the video link in the description. Now let's verify root access. As you can see, we are rooted. This ROM is based on Android 9 One UI 1.0. It does come with a custom kernel. We get an app called mTweaks to control the kernel. We can see the device stats here. To increase the performance, go to CPU. S8 has 4 big CPU cores and 4 smaller CPU cores. You can set maximum and minimum frequencies for big CPU cores. And do the same for smaller CPU cores as well. Then set CPU governor to performance for both the cores. Going to GPU, set maximum and minimum frequencies. Then set GPU governor to booster. Leave these two settings as they are. Moving to virtual memory, make sure ZSwap is checked and memory pool is set to 50%. You can play around with other settings as well, but be cautious and know what you're doing. Even after CPU tweaking, benchmark scores of this ROM is not too great. Battery performance and gaming experience on this ROM has been great. This ROM is completely bug free and definitely you can try this. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you are not. If you have any questions, please drop a comment. I will be happy to answer them. I will see you on the next one. Until next time, take care.